Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm back with another Fate Grand Order Mahoyo Collab gameplay. So let's continue the event story. I completed the first section and now we have this part. So right, this is a big, this is like a big one. So let's do this. Welcome to Kumano Hot Springs Part 2. Alright, let's go. The contest ended in a draw. Contrary to appearances, they really are first-rate exorcists. Is that a fact? My, I can't believe you really did manage to cleanse Hell's Pavilion of evil spirits. I thought it would be too much even for you, Miss Konji, but it seems like you came back without so much as a scratch. Alright, bro. You know who you're talking to? You're talking to, one of the strongest mages. Oh boy. Is there a problem? Oh no, not at all. Nobody's been able to do anything about that place ever since the miners came and dismantled that ancient shrine there. We can all breathe easier now that you four have cleansed it. There was a shrine there? Yeah. Yes, well, it was a very small shrine. They probably just didn't leave any trace of it behind. But never mind that. Fujimaru, was it? I'm very impressed to think there was another exorcist out there as good as Miss Kyonji, especially one so young. Oh, that's not to say you're not still amazing, Miss Kyonji, but I know there are very few psychics as strong as you. The only problem is you spend most of your time here drinking tea at the souvenir court. Oh god, instead of doing your job. But this is fine. Young woman immediately agreed to my request. I guess young people these days aren't too bad after all. That's great, so you believe us when we say we're first-rate exorcists now? Of course, I'm even going to set you up in our VIP room. Now then, let me officially welcome you to the Kumano Hot Springs. Our humble inn used to be the talk of the town, but now only ghosts and monsters come to stay here, and they refuse to check out. That's crazy. How do you even make a ghosts and spirits like check out? Do they even need to check in? Wait, that's what he said, right? Yeah, oh my god. Hot Springs have been in my family for a long time, but we are now on the verge of closing down for good. So I put out a classified in hopes of resolving the situation. I said I would offer cash rewards to anyone who manages to exorcise the evil spirits that have taken up residence here, and that I could not be held responsible for any loss of limb or life. The other guests you see here are the ones who answered the ad. There are many other spiritual disturbances located throughout our inn, though thankfully most of them aren't as bad as Hell's Pavilion. I'll leave the doors unlocked, so please go ahead and exercise as many things as you like. Your energy and spiritual power notwithstanding, of course. You have 6 days starting today, and I'll reward you for every major job you complete. So we're like exorcists for hire now, I guess. What the hell is that on the left? What? Right. I have no idea what that silhouette is. How many guests are there in total? Oh wait, was that him? His silhouette. Okay, I was so confused for a moment. Whoa, I didn't realize you could talk. Creepy. Anyway, there are currently 9 parties staying with us, yourselves included. You're welcome to work with or compete with them as you see fit. That part is none of my business. All I ask is that you please refrain from killing one another. Please note that if it seems as though one of our guests was killed by a person rather than an evil spirit, I will be calling the police immediately. Okay, so this is what you're planning here. You want us to do the job and then you're going to, I don't know, like fake a murder mystery and then just get out of this whole mess. Like that, without having to pay us, I guess. Do you get cell coverage out here? Oh, you have one of those fancy new cellular phones. No, I'm afraid not. We haven't had any signal whatsoever ever since the spiritual disturbances began. Yeah, so obviously this is kind of in the past, I guess. We did see that. In fact, a detective from Tokyo was just complaining about it. I swear these spoiled city brats are all the same, always chasing the hot new thing. Listen, the Kumano Mountains are nothing less than a miraculous holy site. The Great One would never permit anyone to contact the outside as easily as you might chat about the weather. One? Is that the god we saw being venerated in the cave? What's that name? Is that a dog or something? One? Oh no, that is a completely different god going back much further. One is a recent development. At any rate, if you want to contact someone in town, you'll have to use the telephone in the olden. It's a sacred phone blazed by One. We've run a phone line down to the foot of the mountain. Phone calls are 100 yen for the first minute, and an additional 10 yen for every 30 seconds after. That's pretty expensive, right? I don't know. 1 minute? 100 yen? And then additional 10 yen for every 30 seconds. I guess, I don't know. I have no idea. Also, this is happening kind of in the past, so I'm guessing it's more expensive in that regards as well. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Like, obviously, I have, I was thinking that it seemed kind of expensive. Are you price gouging us? Nobody's ever said that tourist attractions are a bargain. Alright, Miss Fujimaru, your party will be staying in the sky room on the 8th floor. It's one of our finest VIP suites. There are 2 sitting rooms, 3 bedrooms, and a beautiful mountain view. The hot springs are in the old end building. They close at 1 in the morning and open early at 5. Now then, if you'll excuse me, I'll need to see dinner preparations. Right. He went down to the employee area, huh? Alright, I almost forgot. There are lots of spiritual disturbances on the way to the sky room, so do be careful. Thanks for the warning, I guess. Damn, what was that? Oh, it's an... Oh, okay. Right, so obviously event reward screen, equip hot spring ball games, form an attack bonus, and get Sojudo. Exercise the monster swing.
熊野温泉にようこそ
After clearing reward.
ミッションクリアでは次のミッションをどうぞ
Damn. Okay, so right, quite a few got unlocked. Oh no, are they going to like... What? Additional monsters spawn. More monsters spawn after appearing in the free quest. If you set up your parties the right way. What does that mean? It says the monster appear on Masters of Kumano Hot Springs at certain time each day. Mass monster quests have a time limit. Oh wait, what? This was a thing? I didn't know that. Wait a minute. So, okay, this is like a mission number 8. Okay, I'll need to keep an eye out then. Wait, number 8, which means... Okay, wait a minute, go back. I'm assuming it'll get unlocked by completing...
調査はどうやるべきことを効率的に着々とこなしていってる
8, where's 8? This one.
さすが歴戦のマスター
any free quest. Yeah, so I just have to do this once. Like, let me just complete it. This one. Wait, you know what? Is there anyone have... there you go, there's an Aoko over there. Any more Aoko? Oh, there you go, there's another Aoko. Okay. Master, did you hear? Seems weird ghosts show up around these parts. They appear when kids are playing. They go away if you give them sweets. They won't hurt a fly if you ask me. Kids are playing, so I need to bring like characters who are. Wait, so let me just change. I'm just gonna keep Aoko there. I'm just gonna change this to kids, right? So obviously, where is Jolter Santa? Jolter Santa's. Who else? Freaking Jack the Ripper, right? Yeah. Jolter Santa and Nursery Rhyme. I'm just gonna put them in. Jolter Santa is a lancer, so where is she? There she is. And then I'm gonna put in Nursery Rhyme is a caster. Nursery Rhyme. Where is she? Oh, there she is. Yeah, so this should do, right? I think this should do. Also, let me just. Why am I using? Yeah, like let's use the freaking event series. This in, and let's put this in. Sure, there you go. Okay, so this should work, right? Because I brought in. Let's see. I want to check this. Like they said, like extra monsters will appear. Oh, all right. Okay, I don't know.
今度こそ決める。今度こそ決める。やってやった。これくらい余裕。
Okay, so
見つけた。サポートしてエンズもらうわ。せーの。これくらいやれるわ。
Oh, there you go. Okay, is that an extra one? I think. I don't know.
あれね、サポートして。よし、吹っ飛べ。バン。
Okay. Let's see.
Kimeru. どこまで行けるか。見つけた。最初の底から今和の端へ。ブレーン層をひとまたぎ。何億光年時差無効。お待たせ。ちょっとだけ地球を救いに帰ってきたわ。
Okay, here we go.
そこ動くな。そういうところよ。
Yeah, okay, these are additional. As you can see, it's written there. Okay.
サポートお願いね。まだサポートお願いね。逃げられるぞ。
Ooh, alright. Selfish Kappa. Alright.
ついてこれる？アクセル。
Okay.
サポートして。展開。
Damn, double super alpha.
最初の底から今和の端へ。ブレーン層をひとまたぎ。 お待たせ。ちょっとだけ地球を救いに帰ってきたわ。転がせてディストーション。遅い遅い。
Oh my god, where? There's no buster. Okay.
私好み。私好み。マダン展開。転がせて蹴り飛ばすディストーション。スキャリ
Okay. Well, I have a better idea now. So you just follow the rules. You get some additional monsters, and yeah, I guess that's more or less what it is. Okay. Alright, now you can. Now we can continue the main story. Yeah, I think.
熊野温泉にようこそ。ご予約のカルデア様ご一行ですね。行ってみたことだけよ。はい。
Misaki High School uniform. Yay.
うわ、また出た。この旅館
Wait.
オカルトスポット多すぎない？
Something came out? Wait a minute. It's something. Oh no, never mind. I thought they were talking about the. You know, what they said that is going to appear like at multiple times of the day. Like different. Okay. Ah. Damn. Wow, talk about luxury. I know, just look at all the space, and it's on the corner too, so we have an incredible view. Yes, I certainly have no complaints, as long as one forgets about all the ghosts. Thank you both for coming along with us. You're a big help in exorcising those ghosts. But, can I ask you what you're doing in our room, Alice? It's because Aoko's here. We're very good friends after all. It's only natural for me to go wherever she goes. Right. Oh, please, like that's ever happened before in our lives. You're not fooling anybody, you know? Okay, wait a minute. I'm recording this, right? Yeah, okay. Ah, Robin's here. Now, no need for a Barney. Aoko, Miss Alice is one of the most distinguished members of Avian High Society. Wait, just a minute. Please. Okay, yeah, it is recording. Alright. For a moment I thought I didn't press record or something. That would have been a disaster. Alright, anyways. Well, Robin has started speaking. Fantastic. Well, he always spoke, but you know. Or she. Wait, Robin a girl or I forgot. I don't remember. Whatever. A barbaric lady like you could never hope to understand the elegance or pure intentions of winged birds like us. I have to say, Robin's voice, like obviously JP voice, is absolutely amazing. I really love like the way Robin speaks. You know, there's like a little, not a dialect, but a way of speaking that Robin has. It's extremely hilarious. And the voice acting is like absolutely. I like Robin's voice acting is like one of my most favorite parts in Mahoyo. Whenever Robin speaks, it's very funny. Oh boy. Alright, I still haven't introduced myself. Hello and good day, Caldians. Must be Barry, working at a museum in the mountains. What? What did you cock up to get sent in a backwater like that? Yeah, he has a unique way of speaking. That bird just talked? What? You've never seen a bird talk before? I do it all the time. I'm a pretty hard worker, at least for a bird. Now, don't tell me the girl who looks like she loves to go running in the morning is Fujimaru. And the innocent wide-eyed wonder girl with the purple hair is Mash Cherry Light. Okay. Great. Right. See, I heard your names earlier, and I totally remember them now. Of course, I'll forget them again by tomorrow, seeing as I'm a bird. Bruh. It's dead! Oh my goodness! Did it just die? Oh god, right, okay. Alright, guess that would be shocking if you haven't seen it before. Don't worry, he's fine. See? Did something happen? Wow, Marsh, you should see the look on your face right now. Yes, something happened. Don't worry about him. This is my most useless ploy Kishore. All he can do is die and come back to life. His name's Robin, but don't bother remembering it. He's like a woodpecker, but even more annoying. Way he's just flying about the whole place. Anyway, don't worry, I'll tell him to stay out of sight as much as possible while we're staying here. So Robin's alive and well too, huh? Well, I guess that makes sense, seeing how he's a Robin and all. Alice is right, just ignore him. Living and dying is just his daily routine. But enough about him. I think it's time we take stock of the situation. I believe you when you say you're from this Kaldia organization. We haven't known each other long, but I can tell you two are good people. But I can also tell I need to keep a close eye on you, both of you. This might not mean much coming from me, but using servants, heroic spirits as super powerful familiars, that's not just something anyone can do. Yeah, I guess. And there's no way that kind of magecraft would be sanctioned without a major order from a high or a crisis bad enough to warrant it. Well, yeah. I find it hard to believe that two people qualified to use it just happened to come here for sightseeing. Can you tell us the real reason why you're here? Assuming it won't cause you any problems, that is? Well, this is technically a minute singularity, but at the same time, it is, as Da Vinci said, it's like a more harmless one. Apparently. You know. So we're just actually here for sightseeing. You don't mind if we tell them, right, Marsh? Okay. And there you have it. These distortions that show up in the belt of human history are called singularities. And it's our job at Kaldia to protect the foundation of humanity by erasing them before they can become permanent. This time we detected a very minute singularity in Kumano Hot Springs, so Master Fujimaru and I were deployed to investigate. We're not able to contact them right now, but we came here from Kaldia in the year 2019. So, from your perspective, that would mean we're from the future. Yep. I see. No wonder I didn't know anything about your people. I didn't buy your story before, but you've convinced me. I might be open to lending you a hand. But what about you, Aoko? What do you think of them? Of course, I had a great first impression of them. I think you both are amazing for protecting humanity's future from behind the scenes. I'm especially impressed by your success rate. I'm trying to be more like that myself, but it just never seems to work out. Really, you seem pretty heroic to me. Right. Do I? Well, I guess that's encouraging. That aside, those are a lot of words I've heard before. Never heard before. Did you know about singularities before, Aoko? Me? Well, a little. They're like unique timelines that aren't connected to the history that takes place before or after them, right? How humiliating. I can't believe there was something you knew that I didn't. I'm not really sure how to respond to that. Anyway, I can tell you're really into what they're saying too, so I'm sure you won't mind helping them out too, right? Good. Okay, let me introduce myself again properly. I'm Aozaki Aoko, a freelance mage. I know I said I came to these hot springs for fun, but I'm actually here on an anonymous tip that things could get really dangerous around here unless somebody does something. Dangerous how? And what kind of something? Yeah. That I'm afraid I don't know. All I know for sure is doing nothing isn't an option. But thanks to you two, I now know where to start. If this is a singularity, then we have to find what's causing it. Your turn, Alice. Why don't you tell them a little bit about yourself? I'm Konji Alice. I'm a friend of Aoko's. She and I, well, I suppose you could say our destinies are intertwined. So if she's here to investigate an anomaly, I pretty much have no choice but to help. So, there you have it. I look forward to figuring out this singularities mystery with you two. Same here. Thank you so much for your help, Alice. Alright, now that we're on the same page, let's start looking for the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail? As in the Holy Grail? Is that usually part of these singularity things? Yeah, well... Oh no, it's not the Holy Grail you're probably thinking about. We've come to refer any source of magical energy powerful enough to create miracles and mystics as Holy Grails, as a matter of convenience. Damn, seriously? Well, I guess that makes sense. If you're talking about something powerful enough to warp space-time itself, why don't we start by taking a look around the inn? Holy Grails are essentially pools of high-density magical energy, so we should be able to sense it if we get close enough. Wait, I want to see you perform a summon first. Oh yeah, obviously Alice will be interested in this because she herself is a summoner. You can do them if you have a workshop, a territory you've made for yourself, right? Let me see what the Chaldean summoning spell is like. Well, I can summon Aoko if you want. You know. I don't think things have really reached that point yet. I swear, you're such a magecraft nerd, Alice. I'm sorry, but would you mind indulging her? She's always going on about how Mages Association magecraft is just a bunch of cheap tricks, but she's still fascinated by it. And I have to admit, calling on a heroic spirit is pretty extraordinary magecraft. So I think she's feeling extra competitive, seeing as how she uses familiars herself. It's not like that. We're going to need fighters anyway, right? So go on, show me. Just once is fine. Well, if it's just once. Understood. Master, deploying round shield. Okay, I've established a connection to the ley line. Now I'll connect you to the second level spirit origin with ties to this land. Oh my god, are we going to actually summon someone? Spirit origin graft acquired. Initiating spirit origin output. You know, like I saw like at the end of this section, there's like a little treasure chest. I'm assuming that's Soljuro. You know, we're gonna get. It'll be hilarious if Soljuro pops out here as a servant. You know, because I'm assuming he's supposed to be a servant here. You know, because seeing that how we'll get him as a welfare character. We are clear for a heroic spirit summon. Awaiting your magical energy, master. Guardian of the Scales. It worked. I wonder what kind of heroic spirit it will. Oh god, here we go. Yup, I knew it. I knew this was going to happen. That's why I said it. Freaking Sonoji. Alright, this is the true Soljuro, right? His hair is okay. What? Is that really you, Soljuro? You look younger. His body is a spirit origin made out of ether. He's definitely a servant. What in the world? Where did you get mixed up with something like this, silly? I'm sorry, but do you mind if I answer your question with a question? He's like, what happened? Where am I? I was just in a strange place, then I felt like someone told me the world was in danger. Next thing I knew, I was here. I guess this means this is going to be my next part-time job then? Right, here we go. I knew this was going to happen. I was thinking like they're setting up the stage for that, like that soldier is going to pop out. So let me get this straight. It's 2001 right now, and you just summoned me as I was in 1991. And you did so with some mysterious power as to all to solve a mystery in these hot springs. Okay, so that soldier is supposed to be an older version of Soljuro. This makes sense, but what the hell is that haircut? Like, hello? That looks horrible on him. That's right. Normal heroic spirits are summoned with knowledge from the current time period, but that doesn't seem to be the case for you. In fact, I'm still not sure why you appeared here as a servant at all. Look, Dustin Lid, all we know for sure is you're definitely a familiar right now. You were always like that anyway, but now it's like you've officially made it. Hold on, does this mean Shizuki is moving on your magical energy, Fujimaru? I guess. Oh no, Soji was actually summoned by the power of this land. Senpai is just acting as a keystone keeping. Oh yeah, true. Right. Keeping him here. As far as I can tell, Sojuro's materialization is limited to this land, specifically Kumano Hot Springs. So I'm limited to just this land now, huh? That's great. That makes things much easier. Now, I don't have to worry about anything that comes after. I think there's a saying for this kind of thing. Alright, what happens in Kumano stays in Kumano. Okay. Anyway, I have no idea what's going on here, but I'll be happy to help you with your job, Fujimaru. I swear, I can't believe you're just okay with having no idea what's going on or what to do. But then I guess you always were one to go with the flow. Huh? You two know Sojuro too? Well, yeah, you could say that. Me, Alice, and this wild child once all lived in the same house. Anyway, he's not going to be of any help solving the mystery, but he's decent enough in a fight. So you should at least be able to use him as your bodyguard, Fujimaru. Just don't let him play detective. No matter what. Huh? Of course I'm going to help Fujimaru investigate. When I take on a job, I see it through to the end. Besides, it looks like fun. I just told you that's not happening. You're just going to cause chaos. So stay put. Oh, and you better not go anywhere, at least for today. Take one foot outside the door and I'll blast you to pieces myself. I've got some business of my own I need to take care of. I'll be done by the night. Fujimaru, I'd like you to learn everything you can about the inn's other guests in the meantime. Bye. What do you all think? I don't see any reason not to start investigating now. Come on, Fujimaru. Mush. I knew it! This was a warning shot, you got it? No second chances. You're staying here today and that's final. Sorry you two, but it looks like you'll have to investigate without me today. I'll join tomorrow. Oh, so what are you going to do, Alice? Investigating the inn sounds like fun, huh? I don't think she wants to do that. I'm going back to my room. Let me know if anything interesting happens. Right. Sojuro. Okay, there you go.
仮眠から目覚めるとそこは一面の帰りたい空間だった。慣れてはいるけど勘弁してほしいというのが本音ではある。さて、それじゃあ話を聞かせてもらえるかな。
Right. And there we have Sojuro. 5th floor corridor. Oh my god, why have they done it like this again? I have to freaking complete the...
カルディアのマスター君。
Yeah, Robin.
ラジオのパーソナリティのように働くっすよ。ネタは新鮮なやつで頼む。
Oh god. Well, I have to complete.
かくしてシャバゾートマスターは新たな戦地に向かうのであった。次回マホヨコラボ第16話死のジャワ島お土産。明日も青子さんと地獄に付き合ってもらう。
There's someone here in the hall. I think it's one of the exorcists we met in the lobby. Well, that's Bazette. Excuse me, do you have a moment? You're right. You were the last psychics to show up earlier. It's not often you see exorcists working as a team. You seem pretty young too. Shouldn't you be at school? Oh, we don't go to school. We both work for a research facility. We also don't actually have any psychic powers. Our main job is, well, I guess you could say it involves studying folklore. Not wholeheartedly. So you're actually here to perform exorcisms, huh? Sounds like you and I are in the same boat then. I don't care about the money. I've already got more than what I know what to do with. No, I'm here because I received a report that there's someone who needs to be someone crucial to humankind's advancement in this country. My job is to investigate that person, not to exercise ghosts. Right. I see, you do have kind of a secret agent thing going on. That being said, I'm not a rank amateur either. I've slain my share of evil spirits. I wasn't expecting to be treated as an exorcist when I got here, but I don't mind. It works out to the same thing in the end. So, you're looking for someone. Is this person here at the inn? No, I just came here to freshen up. Really, that's all. I don't know anything about the secret springs. I just thought I would rest a little before I got started in the earnest, though I admit I'm not tired at all. Really, no thoughts about wish-granting secret springs? Of course not. It's just a coincidence that I happened to choose these springs. Yeah, that's it. I did hear there are some 5 wish-granting springs in total, but I've heard they only open up 1 per day. Whether that's true or not, it makes sense to put limits on things that supposedly grants wishes. There's only one problem. Oh, what's that? They say the secret springs only work on one person. Well, specifically, once a spring grants someone's wish, that spring apparently loses its effects for 1 whole year. Oh, damn. Yoshisuke said that the people who had their wishes granted in the past were chosen completely at random. So just going in first doesn't guarantee you your wish. It sounds more like playing the lottery. Humor me, under these circumstances, what do you think would be the best way to ensure your wish comes true? I don't know, go in multiple times, I guess? Oh, damn. Leaving it to luck isn't going to cut it, so reduce the competition? Exactly, the best way to prevent another guest getting their wish granted instead of you is to make sure you're the only guest left. But don't take it too seriously, that's just a thought experiment. Still, there aren't going to be many people at a haunted inn, located way up in the mountains, and it's too far away for the police to keep an eye on. So I wouldn't be too surprised if we saw a series of unfortunate accidents out here. Wow. Right. Great, I guess. Unfortunate accidents. Okay, let's continue. This hallway has such a historical feel to it. I can't wait to see what the hospitals at the end of it are like. There's a sign that says Kumano Inn Old Building. I guess this means the building we have been in is new. And the one containing the hospital facilities has been preserved in its original state. Oh, damn! Oops. Sorry about that, Missy. I was so distracted I didn't look where I was going. I can't believe I got dizzy while after only an hour in the bath. Maybe this is a sign I finally ought to retire. No, not at all. I'm the one who should apologize. I was walking backwards and should have been more aware. By the way, this may be a strange question, but your name wouldn't happen to be Muramasa, would it? Muramasa? That's awfully nice of you to say, but no, that name's a little too big for my britches. I do own a forge or two, wow, but these days, I'm just an art dealer. The name's Chill. Yeah? Okay, that is crazy. So people who look like others, yeah. Over half the guests here are shameless frauds. Okay, bro, you're the one to speak. I ought to know. I'm one of them. I know a few tricks for clearing up spiritual disturbances, but nobody's here a full-blown exorcist. But you two, you're the real deal. I can tell from the air about you. You've got guts going up against the Kumano Mountains Ox God. Good luck. If you don't make it, I'll make sure you get a proper burial. Wow. Shiro just went back towards the new building. It looks like he's one of the guests. That aside, it's very confusing how there are so many people here who look exactly like heroic spirits we know. What? You said it, but that doesn't mean we can get too comfortable. Understand, these people may look the same as our heroic spirit friends, but they aren't them. We'll have to approach them fairly and impartially without preconceptions. Yeah. This must be the entrance to the large bath. And there's the reception desk for the hot springs. There are lots of massage chairs here too, although there doesn't seem to be anyone behind the counter. Wow, looks that way. Too bad, I was hoping to have a nice cold drink first thing after getting out of the bath. Too bad you can't buy booze from the vending machines. Where's the proprietor where you need him? Hi there, I'm Fujimaru. Oh, you beat me to it. I'm Sugitani Rainbow. What? Exorcist at large. Okay. You guys are here to make a killing too, yeah? I'm loving the Kumano Hot Springs so far. There's evil spirits, yokai and curses all over the place. I wouldn't want them hanging around in my backyard or anything, but around here, every critter you take out nets you a nice cash prize. Talk about an easy way to make a living. I was just relaxing in the bath after another day's full work. You two ought to check him out too. Feels really good in there. That proprietor guy's a terrible cook, but he does get his job running, keeping the baths in shape. Yeah, we'd love to try the baths once we get the opportunity. By the way, can I ask you which... yeah, I was gonna say, which one you went in? Male or the female? Me? Just a regular hot spring. Those special secret ones are all dry. Oh, okay, sorry. I thought he was talking about how, he's actually supposed to be a man. But, like the spirit origin is of a woman and all that. They're talking about a secret spring. Okay. Once they're all dried up now, seems like they don't bubble up till the middle of the night. Middle of the night. The first secret spring's opening up tomorrow. Okay, let's see. I think the first day was the spring of youth. Well, that's one spring I don't need. I'm just gonna spend tomorrow hunting monster tanuki up in the woods. You sound pretty familiar with the Kumano Hot Springs? Yeah, I don't know if I'd say that. I see how it is. You two don't believe that the springs can grant wishes, do you? These hot springs have always carried blessings since long ago, but the whole wish-granting thing became once Kumanoin Yoshisuke took over. You'd think he made the whole thing up just to attract customers, right? And yeah, most of the time. The secret springs benefits are barely better than a placebo. Yeah, I think I feel a little younger. Yeah, I think I feel luckier with love now. I guess my skin's looking better. Things like that. But the thing is, some folks really did have their wishes granted, and it happened right around this time of the year. You know how this inn used to charge back before it got haunted? 1,000,000 yen a night? What? So I'd be careful around that proprietor if I was you. He's one hell of a novice. Don't let his appearance fool you. Well, he's already overcharging for phone calls. Like, what the hell? You mean he's not actually interested in money? Yeah. Exactly, you get it. Someone's got that kind of money but isn't using it on themselves. They have a different use for it in mind. Right. I believe Yoshisuke said he inherited this inn. Does that mean he's the son of the last proprietor? Yeah, the last proprietor didn't have any living relatives. Apparently, he retired and lives in Atami these days. Yoshisuke became their adopted son a few years ago. Never heard of him? Kumanoin Yoshisuke used to be one of the most popular entertainers around, right before his surprise retirement. Nobody knows why he suddenly quit showbiz. A bunch of magazines wrote about it, but the truth is still a mystery. Interesting. Wait, is this actually a real person? What? Oh my god, are you serious? Alright, I'm back. It just suddenly, I don't know what. Oh, I guess it was like the cycle rotation of the day. Okay, anyways, it just booted me out to the title screen and now I'm back again. Alright, let's continue. Wait, what was that? Was that? Okay, I didn't even see it properly. Okay, yeah, that's what I saw. This must be the reference room. Look, it describes this area's history, people who contributed to its development, local crafts. That's a weird ass room with so many dolls. I guess a lot of big ryokan inns have common spaces like this. What a wonderful way to showcase the local culture. Right. Yeah, great place for spirits to be roaming about. You know, dolls and ghosts match. You know, that's a perfect match. I can't help but notice a certain thing. Very true, they're all wonderful works of art. Hello? Right. That says that Kumano started. This says that Kumano started producing dolls during the Showa period, and they caused the local economy to flourish. Wow, look at this one, senpai. It's life size. Oh, wait, that's Kashin Koji, right? There's something about this doll's design that makes her seem like an elegant woman and a brave warrior all at once. Bruh. Her hair is so thick, it almost looks real, and her wrist joints are so smooth and lifelike. It's no wonder she's on display as a work of art. If I didn't know better, I'd think she was human. Right. Thank you for the kind words, but I'm afraid you do me to credit. As you can see, I'm very much alive. If only I was truly a doll. You're human, but you didn't have a pulse. Because I was stopping it, like a little prank. You two were just so cute that I couldn't help myself. Hello guests from outside. Welcome to the Hermitage Pavilion. My name is Kashin. I live here at the inn. Please call me Kashinko. Oh, hello. I'm very sorry for treating you like an inanimate object. Did you know you can stop your own pulse, senpai? Yeah, I guess you can. Oh, wait, what? Apply pressure under your armpit? But yeah, I've heard that you can, there are like times where you can stop your heart for a moment, or like, don't know exactly how, but apparently it is possible. You need to put pressure under the armpit. Let's start over. Hello, Kashinko. I'm Ashkiri Light, and this is Fujimaru, my senpai. We'll be staying here at the Kuhano Hot Springs for a while. I take it it's your job to manage this room then, Kashinko? Oh, I don't work here. Nobody in my family does. We've always just done whatever we feel like. I just live here as a favor to Yoshisuke, to make sure the other psychics don't cause any trouble. This advertisement has drawn lots of psychics who are all talk and no walk. Is rather infuriating. I don't care if they get themselves hurt. When they mess up their exorcisms, we can't let the spirits run around causing havoc after they've been riled up. So, when spirits start to go on a rampage after a failed exorcism, I have no choice but to defeat them. I see, so you're also a powerful psychic, and Mr. Yoshisuke keeps you here as a form of insurance. Then you just go after spirits causing trouble, you don't get rid of them on your own? Why would I do that? Yoshisuke is the one who wants them exercised, not me. Alright, I'm back. Yoshisuke is the one who wants them exercised, not me. I wouldn't take this exorcism stuff too seriously if I were you too. You'd only get yourselves hurt, or worse. And especially stay away from the reference room. The spirits here are especially touchy. You could easily end up cursed if you stop by at the wrong time, especially when it's dark. There was a psychic once who came to this room at night and became enchanted by the dolls. That was when she discovered something in that cardboard box. Making figurines for dummies, construction kit included. The next thing she knew, she'd taken out the kit and begun single-mindedly working on making her own doll. Damn. Wait. She'd never used a chisel or nippers before, so I wasn't long before her fingers and elbows were covered with blood. Okay, never mind. I thought of something else. But even then, she kept muttering things like, "That's not right. Why isn't this working? That should do it." And so on. She worked on that doll for 7 days and 7 nights without food or sleep. The other psychics and I tried to stop her, but no avail. Why does it feel like it's going to be like Toko or something? What happened to her? She disappeared. When I came to the reference room on the 8th morning, she was nowhere to be found. Maybe she was finally free from the curse and just decided to leave the inn. Of course not. What happened was this room just gained another doll. Okay. I mentioned blood earlier, didn't I? It's because she used her own body as material for the doll. Look, it's that, like that one, right there behind you. Oh boy. Come on, Marsh. Let's get out of here now. Right. Darn. And here I thought I'd get to introduce my friends. Well, hopefully it was a good lesson for them. I don't need any looky-loos causing trouble. If they're just going to die anyway, it'll go down easier if it's only one death per day. Right. Interesting bunch of people we are meeting. Room of no opening. What does that mean? Room of no opening? Oh, that's what it means. Man, this room really was far in the back. I'm afraid you can't go in there. I'm sorry. I know I said you should exercise as many evil things as you like. Okay, but you can't do it here. This place is too much for you to handle. I'm sorry, we didn't realize this room was off limits. But what do you mean it's too much for us to handle? You seeing the amount of talismans in there? Damn, something crazy must be in there. Yes, perhaps I should have chosen my words better. I didn't mean that it was dangerous in here. I only meant that the door refuses to open, no matter what we try. Rumor has it that it leads directly to hell. Oh, between this place and Hell's Pavilion, you must think this mountain has a lot of dangerous looking sounding names. But that's because of the special power at work here. Or perhaps I should say the special something. You mean that idol over there? Yeah. My, I can see you two don't know much about this mountain. Have you ever heard of a yokai called Kudan? They say it was a spirit beast that looks like an ox and that it could predict the future. People here used to hold it in great reverence. I can't say I blame them. Anyone who knows exactly what tomorrow has in store will never fail at anything. It's human nature to cling to crutches like that. However, this mountain's Kudan is just a touch different from others. It turns anyone who talks to it into a Kudan themselves. Oh, impressive, right? No, I don't think so. Once people know what their future holds, they can take steps to prevent what they don't like. To put it in another way, they can give themselves a hopeful tomorrow. What do you think? Makes sense why this Kudan would be revered as a granter of wishes, no? Just sounds like a holy grail, right? So, you're saying the Kumano Mountain's Kudan is the idol being worshipped here? That's right, although we call him One now. Oh, I see. They say his sleeping chambers lie beyond that door. There doesn't seem to be any way to open it, but I'd be careful anyway. Nothing good would come from trying. You know, we were told you used to be an entertainer, right? That was a long time ago. I first visited these hot springs by coincidence after I retired, only to discover that we shared the same name. Oh yeah, true. The former proprietor and I hit it off, and eventually I ended up in charge. Yes, we heard. Apparently they live in Atami now. Oh, we also met one of your employees earlier. Kashinko in the reference room? You said she was a psychic you hired yourself? Did she now? Lady Kashin usually actually spoke to you two? That's a surprise. She's so shy that she never actually talks to anyone. Damn it, I thought she's been acting strange for the last few days. What does she think she's doing, talking to regular guests like that? Oh, sorry, don't mind me. Anyway, I'd better get going. I'll have your dinner brought to your room. Oh, yes, I almost forgot to tell you something important. This room is officially known as Wanwan's Road Home. But there are also 4 other dreadful haunted spots around the inn. The endless hallway in the old inn that never ends no matter how far you walk, the devil's classroom in the reference room where dark arts are practiced, the hanged writer in the camellia room where no one ever leaves from, and the inverse mirror where your reflection will try to kill you. Right. Be sure to stay far away from these 4 areas. Mainly other exorcists have tried their luck with them and they've paid a heavy price. Okay, thanks for the warning. Whew. Wait. Some new... Okay, I guess they'll get unlocked later. Okay. 10 p.m. after dinner. And that's everything we learned from talking to people today. Secret wish granting springs, spooky stories of haunted places, and a yokai that's been worshipped on the mountain for ages, huh? Well, I expected as much. This is starting to sound like a lot more believable. I thought there was something unsettling about this inn, but I had no idea things were that bad. Fujimaru, Mash, I'm sorry you two had to do all the work today without me. But I'll be there to help you out starting tomorrow. That's okay with you, right, Aozaki? Yeah, sure, knock itself out. I already took care of the problem. Great, I might still not be able to do anything impressive, but I am a servant now. I know I'm not cut out for investigating and deducing and stuff, but I'll do my best to keep you both safe. Don't worry, thanks to a certain someone, I'm used to being a meat shield. Right. A meat shield, you say? Tell us more. Sure, I'd be glad to. The next time we have 5 hours to spare, I should be able to tell you the whole story. Yo, he's actually going to, explain the whole, the Kitsyland thing, right? The incident? You're not going to believe what I have to say about a certain someone who may or may not be in this room. Right. Is something on your mind, Miss Alice? Let me guess. You're wishing dinner has been goosefish hot pot. Wait, why is Robin calling Alice Miss Alice? Doesn't Robin call her like Angel something? I forgot what he used to call her. He calls Alice's mom as Angel Mom. And Alice like something like Princess Angel or something like that, I think. Something like that. I don't blame you. All those manky intestines and stuff are right up your... Anyway, nothing you just told us about concerns me at all that much. I'm curious about the other guests we haven't met yet though. More importantly, you're going to be staying in this room, right, Shizuki? And I'll have Aoko stay with me. Considering the number of people here, that's the most logical way to handle this. You don't mind that, right, Aoko? I was hoping to hear more about Kalia's slumber party style, but I guess that's fine. We'll just have to chat after we got to know each other better. Then it's settled. Now let's go. It's getting late. Yeah, I get it. You're still cripplingly shy. Don't mind Alice too much, guys. She just doesn't actually... doesn't actually dislike you. She's just cautious about what she says to other people. She might be crabby, standoffish, and too proud for her own good, but she'd never spend time in the same room with you if she didn't like you. Honestly, it's amazing that she was willing to spend an hour in here before only meeting you, right, Sojuro? I don't know if I'd say that. She's a lot more sociable now than she used to be. I guess. In fact, she was in at Janus all by herself the other day. You know, the cafe with the strawberry-themed menu. Really? Oh, wait, I bet I know what happened there. She probably just got a craving for strawberry shortcake and couldn't wait until you and I got back. It looks like you and I have a lot of catching up to do, Aoko. Come with me. I'm going to pluck out what you know, just like I tear the stems out of strawberries. And there she goes off on her own. Okay, guess that means it's time to call it a night. Well, since we're staying at the Hot Spring Inn and all, maybe I'll take a quick dip before we going to bed. Alright, I know I can trust you all, so I'm going to tell you this now. If this singularity isn't resolved, a wishing star is going to come here and wipe out humankind. Oh, right. Damn, casually. Whoa. Huh? Wipe out humankind? Awfully late of you to mention that. That should have been the first thing you mentioned. Oh, these are the things. The remaining 1 hour. Okay, you know what? I'm going to complete this and do this on my own later. Just a minute. Let me just complete this part and I'll end this video. Then I'll do the farming. Well, this wouldn't be the first time Aoko spouted something crazy out of nowhere. There's no point in trying to apply common sense to it. We'll just have to surround her tomorrow and have her tell us what she did this time. Anyway, would it be okay to discuss sleeping arrangements now? I count 3 bedrooms in this suite. I assume you two are going to take one, so would it be okay if I use the remaining one? Absolutely. Good thing this suite is so big. Thanks, don't mind if I do then. I love sleeping in a proper bed. It's good for the soul. Are you actually feeling sleepy, Sojiro? I thought servants don't actually need to sleep. Really? You mean Kalian servants don't even get time off to sleep? No, it's not like that. I was just wondering if using a spirit form instead might help you conserve more magical energy, that's all. I don't think he can use that. Like, come on. I'd be the most surprised if he actually uses his spirit form or something. Oh, I see. Right, you mentioned that most servants can change into spirit form during dinner. I've actually been trying to change into mine for a while now, but I can't seem to pull it off. My eyesight, stamina and strength are all about what they used to be too, and I enjoyed my dinner just as much as always. So yes, I think I'll get sleepy at night. I could stay up to keep watch if you need me to, but if possible I'd rather not. I can tell sleeping will help me conserve magical energy, and I'd like to make sure I have enough for when I really need it. Don't worry, Master Shield will alert us if something dangerous comes close by. Oh man, that shield of yours is great, Marsh. It seems like it can do anything. Almost make me wish Aozaki would take a page or two from it. Oh my god. Oh, and speaking as your servant, I have something to tell you. While you two were looking around the inn... Oh, what is it? Did something bad happen? Oh no, nothing like that. I just called the proprietor and reserved the private outdoor bath for you two tomorrow. He said you can use it after dinner, since you're staying in a hot spring inn and all. It'd be a shame not to enjoy the outdoor bath at least once. Wow, talk about considerate. Right. Okay, time to go to sleep. Oh, it's morning already. Wake up. What? Wake up, senpai. We have an emergency. Something terrible has happened. Sorry, 20, no, 10 more minutes. I'm sorry to disturb your sleep, but you need to get dressed and head to the public bath right away. Okay, let me guess. Like, a murder has happened. Oh my. There's been a murder. Fantastic. Wait, what? Is Aoko? Okay, this I wasn't expecting. She's dead. What? Okay. What did you say? Yeah, exactly. That is crazy. Oh, Detective Robin. Damn. Oh wait, it changed back. Okay, this is still there. Okay, I'm going to... Obviously... Oh my god. Like, these sections are huge. Yeah, I'm going to do some farming and other stuff. I'll end this video here for now. Yeah, and I'll do some farming and other stuff. And next video, I'll continue with the story again. So there you go. We have met most of the people here. Sojiro's here. You know, like not that Sojiro. This is like the other Sojiro that got summoned. And we took a tour of this whole place. We formed like a little alliance. And now Aoko has been murdered apparently. So, you know, let's see what happens. And that is it, guys. That was my gameplay for today. So yeah, I'll be back in a few more days with another video. These sections are big, so you know. And this is apparently section 2 or section 3, something like that, I'm assuming. Wait a minute, let me just check. Like, the sections are big, but the event itself becomes big because of that, but there's not many sections as far as I can remember. I checked it before. So I think yeah, that was section 1. This is going to be section 2, I think. Yeah. This is gonna be section 2. There's like 9 arrows, then we have 9 more arrows, 9 more arrows, 8 more arrows. Yeah, so there's total 8 sections, but they're quite big and chunky. So if at this pace I think I can complete it. I will try to make another video tomorrow, or I don't know if I'm going to do the ordeal call. I'm not sure. You know what? I feel like I should complete this event first, because it's timed, obviously. The ordeal call will stay, but this is going to go away. So I think I should complete this first, or complete the majority of it, and then continue with ordeal call 2 gameplay or something like that. Either way, I'll see. So if that's what I do, I'll probably make another video very soon. Otherwise, I'll make another ordeal call 2 video. But I have to kind of balance both these at the same time. So yeah, either way, that was it. That was today's gameplay. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That is it. Yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be in 1 or 2 days. So until then, goodbye and have a nice day.